Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I hope it does not. I hope it does not. God forbid this would happen. That would be absolutely catastrophic. But China is now moving towards invading or a blockade of Taiwan, moving more towards that type of military endeavor every single day. They just withdrew their diplomats from Lithuania and just today ended a big economic project with Lithuania because of that country's support of Taiwan's independence. Japan, this is very interesting. Japan has now had Japan's LDP planned security talks with Taiwan's ruling party. So you have Japan and Taiwan Newsweek to hold security talks over joint military, impending military issues with China. So Newsweek, this is just today. Nobody's talking about this. The wonderful intelligentsia is rightfully focused on President Biden, our beloved President Biden's atrocious withdrawal within Afghanistan, from Afghanistan. The issue was not the withdrawal itself. The issue was the manner in which we left. We left in this haphazard, irresponsible, last-minute way in which so many people were left behind. Forget about the billions in armament. We could have simply abided by Trump's negotiated deal, which is when you go from Bernie Sanders to Trump, you want a president to negotiate a deal to get us out of America's longest-running counterinsurgency conflict. Trump got us out of these regions of the world. He was less militant. He was the hawks were Biden and Clinton. So you had the Lincoln Project people who caused all of this. The Bill Kristol Lincoln Project foreign policy hawks from the Bush administration that were against marriage equality, that wanted a marriage amendment, should have been canceled a long time ago. But these people got us into the situation we face with the help of Biden, who voted alongside Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld. These are all facts. You had the Lincoln Project and Bernie Sanders on the same side. But I wanted a president, which is why I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, and the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. When I was on the left, I said Bernie Sanders over Hillary Clinton. Little did I know that Bernie Sanders was basically a Democratic Socialist version of Hillary Clinton. He wasn't going to do anything. He pushed the Trump-Russia myth, which never happened, which, by the way, they can't indict or charge Trump on anything because they fabricate everything, from this financial criminality within his tax returns to everything. But you go from Bernie Sanders to Trump because you want a president to reverse U.S. foreign policy. Trump did that. So all the lefties worried about empire and all that, Trump reversed U.S. foreign policy single-handedly, without any help from media, without any help from his own political party, definitely without any help from Democrats. Trump reversed U.S. foreign policy. It was a moral imperative to vote for President Trump. He's the antithesis of a despot, an authoritarian. But then again, you'd have to be ignorant to think that Trump was a despot and authoritarian when he was set up and framed by his own intelligence agencies. But he reversed U.S. foreign policy. Leaving was not the issue. It's the manner in which we left. It's people falling off of airplanes. It's this last second, attempt at leaving when you had from January 20th to May 1st, 2021, the Biden administration should have done everything possible to get everyone out. But they didn't do that to spite Trump. They said, well, no, September. Why September? It was negotiated for May. May 1st we were supposed to get out. That was agreed upon by the United Nations Security Council. All the adversaries that took over that country, it was already agreed upon. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. We're almost at 184,000 subs. Tell your friends about this channel. If you want to give a super thanks to my super thanks, thank you so very, very much. That's right next to the like and share buttons. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be starting a Substack soon and an Odyssey channel. And if you wanna be part of a newsletter, just you can contact me at contactgoodman78@gmail.com. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support my voice long term, my Patreon. You want to support my work long term, my Patreon is below in the pinned comment and also on hagoodman.com. You can read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, and other publications. China is on its way, perhaps, to invading Taiwan. Japan knows this. Biden does not. He's not even concerned. So it might not happen, and hopefully it doesn't. But he's not even concerned. Japan is concerned, even though Japan doesn't have like most countries in the world, Japan has no diplomatic relations with Taiwan, despite maintaining strong cultural and economic ties with the island. But unlike the U.S., Japan is not typically viewed as one of Taipei's security partners. In recent months, however, Japanese officials have called attention to China's escalating military pressure against Taiwan, with the Chinese government claims, which they claim is a want-away province. Okay, so last month, Taiwan made notable appearance in the Japanese Defense Ministry's annual white paper, alongside concerns about Chinese Coast Guard's record intrusions in and around the Senkaku Islands. So this is the worst time for the United States of America in terms of foreign policy. We're at our lowest point since Jimmy Carter. And you have Bush, Jimmy Carter. These are the worst presidents of all time in terms of foreign policy. Well, Bush is the worst president of all time. Jimmy Carter ranks high in the worst presidents of all time. When you talk about foreign policy, it was a complete and utter disaster. His tenure as president. That's why you had 12 years. Okay, Jimmy Carter ushered in 12 years of Republicans. Okay? That's why Bill Clinton, oh my goodness, that's why the Clintons are so loved and admired by Democrats, because they saved the Democratic Party. Jimmy Carter, but at least Jimmy Carter was like lucid. We have mashed potato brains. He doesn't know what's going on. So they just recalled their ambassador from Lithuania. They stopped a huge economic project with Lithuania just today. And they're ramping up all of these military drills. Check out the segment prior to this one. A total of 39 fighter jets over Taiwan's airspace. So you think maybe that's cause for concern? We are completely inundated with the debacle that Biden presided over. Now, if you have adversaries, like the most populous country in the world to an extent, okay, at least, not officially, but a rival, let's say, I don't want it to happen. Taiwan, I don't want Taiwan to be invaded. But if it is, it'll be almost certainly Biden's fault. Because you look at what we're focused on now, we would be completely blindsided. Number one, Biden is not addressing any of the security concerns in Taiwan in the manner that he should. And I'm not saying you don't have, I'm against wars. You don't have to threaten or do anything like that. But he's not even focused on it. Media's not even focused on it. Democrats are not even. They're focused on Trump's tax returns still. Before Afghanistan, they were focused on Trump's tax returns. Okay, give me a break. Japan knows what could possibly take place. Countries in that region know. Give me your thoughts below. They're ramping up The military drills. For what purpose? Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe.